And now, here in the East Coast, the big story here, preparations underway for a potentially history-making snowstorm. Along the eastern seaboard, on up to New England, it's happening the way the worst of them happen. Two storms coming together, joining forces. Blizzard warnings are posted across a wide area. 50 million Americans in the path of this one before it's all over. We have two reports tonight. Ron Mott in Waltham, Mass. Weather Channel meteorologist Jim Cantori is in Boston. And Ron, first to you. Good evening.
Hey, Brian, good evening to you. There was a big rush on this store earlier today. They're expecting more people tonight and in the morning as they head in to pick up things like shovels and batteries, flashlights, gas cans ahead of what could be a top 10 winter storm of all time. As this storm barrels eastward, today it dumped a lot of snow in places like Madison, Wisconsin, and Chicago, where they're confused.
One day it's 60, the next day it's 20, but we're used to it. We can handle it. We're tough.
But it's the folks in the Northeast whose mettle is about to be severely tested for the first time in years after an unusually mild and dry winter last season.
Palms getting a little sweaty. The excitement starts to build.
From Hartford to Boston and elsewhere.
If you get a thunder snowstorm, you could end up with 27 inches of snow.
Forecasters are sounding the alarm about what could be an historic storm. And those warnings were all the motivation many people needed to stock up on emergency supplies and a heavy dose of courage and patience.
Flashlight, salt, shovel.
In hard-hit Brick Township, New Jersey, still recovering from Superstorm Sandy, nerves are frayed as they prepare again for storm surge.
Oh, I'm just really scared, terrified.
At this Boston area Home Depot, a much-needed shipment of ice melt arrived.
New England tonight is struggling with the worst snowfall in its history.
For many here, the looming storm brings back memories of the '78 blizzard, a nor'easter that battered the region 35 years ago this week, dumping as much as 3 feet of snow, killing 100, stranding many more. Fred Bayless remembers it well.
It's a cliche, but it was a perfect storm. It hit right at rush hour. It continued, and it dumped a lot of snow very fast.
City officials say they're ready for a wallop, loading sand and salt onto trucks, a fleet that could number 900 strong at the height of the storm. Airlines are bracing for major travel disruptions throughout New England. 1,100 flights already canceled.
We are hardy New Englanders, let me tell you, and used to these types of storms. We also want to remind everyone to use common sense. Stay off the streets of our city. Basically, stay home.
The morning rush should be okay. Just flurries in the air, but this time tomorrow night, Brian, forecasters say we could see snow coming down at the rate of 2 to 3 inches an hour.
Ron Mott starting us off. Thanks, Ron.